Hey guys, Monsterling here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and obviously you knew this video had to be coming. The Dokkan community has been in quite a stir ever since the reveal of Demon Goddess TOWA, and I'm sure you've seen all the memes of the clips from her super attack animation and all that stuff. So obviously we had to do a video on everybody's new top tier waifu. Android 21 still top waifu though, don't at me. But yeah, Demon Goddess TOWA definitely high up there in the waifu rankings. So she is actually now the new best Dragon Ball Heroes category leader, 3 key, 150% to stats. Obviously, you know, most people now are just going to run Vegito because the entire crossover category includes like the whole of Dragon Ball Heroes. But it does allow, if you want to do something more interesting, I'm definitely going to do an all extreme Dragon Ball Heroes team video, so obviously she will be the perfect leader for that. So there definitely are uses if you want to make theme teams, but I guess normally Vegito is going to be the better option. But she is a support unit mainly anyway, which is why it's quite surprising to see that she does immense damage, which is really good. And then she lowers attack and seals, which both very useful, especially in things like Super Battle Road. And then her passive, she gets attack and defense 100% at the start of the turn, which for a support unit is very solid. All allies key +3 and attack and defense 30%, which is good because it's not limited to extreme, like some of the extreme heroes units. So that's really useful for just the crossover team in general, not just heroes. And then there's a 10% chance of attack and defense being higher, both separate rolls. Unfortunately, the game doesn't give you any sort of notification of if those have gone off, so unless you pay very close attention to your unit's attack and defenses on the different rotations, you're probably not going to know necessarily. And then the last part of her passive, which I think is what people now class her as being sort of the top hero support unit over, say, Supreme Kai of Time, is this whole thing with the extreme class allies attack and defense 50% and recovers 50% HP when HP is 50% or less once only. So obviously we had Darkness TOWA before. It was a 30% HP restriction and then you got a full heal, but 50% you're definitely going to see that a lot more often. So I feel like that is going to become in very useful. And then, of course, on the heroes or crossover or wherever you use her, if you do have extreme allies, then that 50% buff is pretty crazy. We saw that trigger in the Rainbow Broly showcase that I did yesterday. And Broly hit over a 5 million attack stat with her extra part of her passive active. So anyway, as you can see, she's at 69%. I only got the one dupe. I'm done summoning now. I gave her mostly additional because obviously she lowers attack on super, and I haven't started leveling her links, unfortunately. So this is the crossover team that I brought. Her only real good link partner is the Darkness TOWA, but I don't want to run 2 rotations of support units, so she links up fairly well with Fu. So I'm going to get her on rotation with Fu, and then obviously the best rotation will be when Darkness TOWA is then in the 3rd slot. So she is getting some support from Vegito because she's a crossover unit, so she does have over 100 K defense, which is actually pretty decent. So we'll go ahead and super attack with her first, and then of course both of the TOWA's lower attack, so we shouldn't really take any damage this turn, unless Yamcha supers like Darkness TOWA, I guess. But so yeah, 1.8 million attack stat for a support unit. That's pretty good. 69% level 1 links. I will definitely take that. Obviously Darkness TOWA not quite as good, but with the she's going to get an additional super as well. Okay, so yeah, triple attack lower on Yamcha here, so he's not going to do any damage. And then Vegito obviously going to take him out from the type advantage and all of the support buffs that he's getting. So I didn't see where Fu was. Okay, Fu was here, so we have to float him off. So unfortunately, we're going to have to wait for them to come around. Fu is actually a good unit, like especially under a 170 lead on a team. He's going to be really interesting for when we get the new category stages of Super Battle Road, because we get a time travelers stage, which now means you can essentially use like a full heroes team, or like most of the crossover units. Not all, but a lot of them are on time travelers as well. So he's really good because as long as you have time traveler allies, I think he has like it's 40% built-in chance to dodge, and then he can hit relatively hard, and he also seals. So he is quite a decent unit. Hopefully we'll see a good performance out of him. I think mine has either 1 or 2 dupes. I didn't get a huge amount of copies of him last time around. But yeah, I mean, we saw a very good attack stat there. 2.5 million crit on Krillin. So let's get him floated off here. And then I guess we'll put Bardock over onto the other rotation with Vegito. I'm going to do a separate video for Bardock, but I'm going to make a different team for him. Because he needs crossover category allies, which obviously this team has for him to get his full passive. But we can take advantage of his links by making a crossover team that features some of the other Bardocks, like the Super Saiyan 3 one, the Super Saiyan 2 the Super Saiyan 1 physical support one. Because they have the link, the First Awakened, which is a very, very good attack link. So if we can get a rotation with him, with one of the other Super Saiyan 4s, and then one of the other Bardocks in slot 3, we can get his full link set activated. So I'm definitely going to do a separate video for him. So let's go ahead and get through this turn. And then we should, next time, we're going to have our Fu and both TOWA's rotation, which will essentially be, under this particular team build, is going to be the best rotation we can get for Darkness TOWA. Because, yeah, unfortunately, the same goes for her, Demoness TOWA, but the same goes for Darkness TOWA and even the Tech one, is that their link set is not necessarily the best for the teams that they can be run on. Because pretty much their best link partner is the other versions of herself. And then the next one down on the list, it starts getting to, actual Peppy Gals units, who of course aren't on any of these teams. So she's got 100k defense at the moment. I'm guessing her the defense part of her passive must have gone off in that first turn, because we had Vegito on rotation, who'd have been giving her a little bit of extra support, but she has lower defense now. So, but yeah, in between those two, she gets all of her links. Does she actually get all of them from she gets all of them from Darkness TOWA. Okay, how many does she actually get from Fu? Yeah, see, only 3. That's what I mean. As soon as she's not next to another TOWA, this is like he's basically one of her next best link partners. And their links aren't all that great. So we'll go ahead and put him in slot 1. I believe we can still lower Piccolo's attack. Yeah, so hopefully Darkness TOWA is going to be safe in the end there. Because he's going to be sealed and attack lowered multiple times. There's at least one dodge from Fu. I was hoping after going through that little brief description of him, he was actually going to get a dodge. But yeah, 2.7 million is a very good attack stat for him, and then 1.7 for TOWA is definitely respectable as well. So lower the attack, additional, unfortunately it's only a normal, and then Darkness TOWA going to lower the attack some more, so she shouldn't really take much damage here at all. Yeah, 13k. Again, a little bit further through, and obviously she has type disadvantage there, so not really all that surprised. So we'll go ahead and just grab these. Vegito obviously going to take out Bardock. Going to take out Piccolo here. We didn't see. I was going to say we couldn't seal him, but unfortunately we didn't get the 50-50 shot for Vegito's counter there. That would have been a perfect ending to this Piccolo phase. Before we even get to attack, we just counter his super attack and kill him. But that's alright, I'll move on to Vegeta. So now this is where we get to the point we now can't seal or attack lower. So this is where we need to be a bit more careful. So we're getting a little bit of support from Vegito. Yeah, I don't think her defense thing went off again because it's now slightly under 100k. So let's see how much she takes here. Obviously, we want to try and take a little bit of damage, at least over these next couple of turns. I'll try and avoid the same type orbs because I want her passive to go off. But, of course, now that we can't seal or lower attack, it's pretty much going to take one stray super attack that doesn't get countered. And we will start to take some damage and can get her passive to go off. So, Fu putting on some good work there in slot 1. Can we dodge? No dodge. But, hey, that was like no damage. So, yeah, we'll take that. Because Fu gets all of his stats on super as well. So, it can be risky to put him in slot 1. But he does have that built-in dodge, which obviously helps to mitigate some of that danger. Hey, TOWA coming through with the additional super. Unfortunately, like I said, can't seal or attack lower Vegeta, but decent damage. And considering he can't be attack lowered, she didn't take a lot of damage there. So that is very good. Of course, he's got the tiniest sliver of health. Okay. Let's do... Actually, no, it doesn't matter. We kill him regardless. I was going to say, I could put Bardock in slot 1 and not super in the hopes that maybe he deals some damage to Bardock. But his health bar is like invisible. I don't know how he survived that previous turn. But, yeah, Bardock gets a crit anyway and just takes him out. Because I was hoping maybe that turn. We need to lose a bit of health the turn before we have TOWA on rotation. So, again, we really need food to get some dodges in here. She does have some links with the Supreme Kai of Time. I think it's only Master of Magic, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we just hope that Fu gets the dodges here and doesn't get super attacked. Because I do want to see her passive go off again, just to see what like her stats would be. But Fu apparently not going to dodge any of the attacks. 2.9 from him though, with the Supreme Kai of Time on the rotation as well. That's very good. And she's at a 1.6. So I mean, yeah, for an attack, for a support unit, she's definitely hitting very reasonable attack stats. Can't really complain about that. 38k, not the best, but not too bad considering we do have type disadvantage. And then next turn, I think we should be able to tank well enough that we don't need to bother healing here. So yeah, because if I put Bardock in slot 1, we're not going to take any damage. I want to grab some health, though, because I want to make sure we don't want Darkness TOWA's passive to go off. Because depending, I don't know how it will work with the rotation. I don't want hers to trigger first. So we'll jump up to just a little bit over 40% HP here. Because then even if, like Vegito... Well, I guess if Vegito doesn't counter a super in the final slot, we probably would drop below the 30%. But between the two Vegitos here, we might just take him out. And then we can actually see TOWA's passive go off. See what her stats will be like. I think Trunks might survive. Get a crit? No crit. But then we don't take any damage, so... Alright, so Darkness TOWA's passive went off. I guess Thickness TOWA. Demoness TOWA. Because you can tell because it's not a full heal. So straight away, that's what we want to see. And then what does that give her defense-wise? So her defense is 118k. Fu, I really want to see what kind of attack stat she gives to Fu. But whoever goes first is going to finish off Trunks, so... yeah, I guess it's her showcase. We'll let her finish him off. She's got a full link set active, so... Hopefully the Dokkan attack from her will actually kill him. I mean, she's been hitting reasonable attack stats, but, I mean, she has type of disadvantage here. But let's see if she can actually finish off the int Trunks, and then we will end the video there. So missed that last one. 1.9 on the attack stat, so I feel like her defense didn't really seem like it was that much higher considering she's supposed to be given a 50% buff. But yeah, let's see if we... Come on, we must take him out here. Yeah, there you go. 1.6 million damage, no crit. Not too bad. So there you go. The Demoness TOWA, definitely one of the better units on the banner. If you can pull her with dupes, I feel like she has pretty much come into the game at the status of being an auto-include on basically any team that you can run her on if you want to bring a support unit. So let me know what you guys think down below. Is TOWA now top waifu for you? Or does another Dragon Ball girl still have top spot? Let us know in the comment section down below. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the link to my Discord in the description and feel free to join in the fun over there. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.